Classic HOTAS. I thought there was a control profile for. Oh, there you go. X52. When I can't figure out what button is what. Version 3.5, isn't it?
Yep.
Let me see. Is there a? Just I'll tab out and grab a Start Citizen X52 3. I just want a layout. Just see if I can keep this going. There you go. Oh my god, let's see what happens. I can join your server. There's no need to sound that excited.
Sorry, I'm neck deep in the menu trying to find this control so I can toggle it off. Don't take it to heart, bro.
It's like, yeah, great, RamjetX here.
Damn it, he's onto me. That was too obvious.
Oh dear. Right. So now I know how to get out of bed. Okay. Trying to set things up, but this is sat above the landing dock too long.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
I'm doing about 50 frames a second. 45, 50-ish. Didn't see where it was. It's over there.
What? Why does it think that is a left control? thinks one of my joysticks is left control plus the button.
Oh.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, I haven't set up any keys.
Launch complete.
Okay, I'll just try and sell this stuff before
So, my keys. Whoa. Whoa. So it doesn't look like my keys are set. Controls. Key binding, flight. Flight movement, pitch down. That looks like it works. Let's see. My joystick's being detected. Ah. That is because it is seeing a different joystick. There you go. Obviously, put myself in a fat spin as I all tabbed out.
Yeah.
Right. Quit out, come back in without two joysticks plugged in.
How goes it?
Okay. I think your issues with R-Factors VR might have been a driver setting, Jim.
A driver setting.
Yeah, you know, you can like set the certain things in like the NVIDIA control panel or whatever.
Okay. I can always try it again because I've got access to Pill's copy of it. While ever he's not using it.
Mm-hmm. I'd also just try dropping post-processing down to like the second highest in anti-aliasing down to 4 or 3 times. So it won't affect like the visuals too much, but that gave me huge performance improvement.
I think I had it on 3. Hang on one sec. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, I think I had it set at like 3 or something anyway.
Oh,
That's what I mean, I tried setting a lot of settings down and it still was not great. You know what I mean? Oh. Hey Rema,
Yeah.
I'm at Port Ellis. I was at one of the terminals trying to sell
Your
the stuff
ship
I
has
just
been
mined.
delivered to the following
Yeah.
landing pad.
And this guy just walks between me and the terminal, like the 1 foot of gap.
Yeah.
And so it instantly kicks me off the terminal because it got interrupted. Oh yeah, cool 6,000 credits. Thank you. Hey doggo.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
I was just looking at the video settings, and it's got under the VR menu, it's got HMD only or HMD plus mirror.
Yep.
So I think that was the issue with the mirror. The mirrors should have been working.
No, I think what that means is it shows it on your headset and on the screen.
Oh,
So you can have it show on your headset only, on your
Oh, I
screen
see.
and headset. You know what I mean? So that
Fuck.
if someone's in the room watching, they'll be able to see it.
I see.
You save a bit of performance by not having to basically render it on the VR atmosphere.
Right.
Hello.
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 Right.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm home, so that's good.
True.
Dead zone on my joysticks are terrible.
As in there is none.
Yeah.
Mine always defaults back to 0 dead zone on my joystick. Every time I load in.
Actually, I don't even know where to set them.
Under controls.
Controls?
Not where you set keybinds, the one next to it to the left.
Oh, right. Okay, here we go. Under flight. Pitch row. Under curve. Edit curve? No.
Hmm. It does seem like it's just an optimization thing.
Bugger.
Because people are just turning everything right the way down, but that, I mean, that's shit.
Yeah, that kind of put me over the edge. Like you said, on a game that's on a scale of things not as pretty as others, and then having to turn it down kind of sucks.
Yeah, and they're doing that thing at the moment where they're making content instead of fixing fundamental things.
Chaff selected. Flare selected. Chaff selected.
Alright, mate.
Yes, in Port Olisar, but there's something wrong with the location of the seats because I've hit the sit command, but the character's facing the chair and in the sit position, but looking at the chair. It's like, yeah, I'm doing power squats. Fuck you and your chair. But it's one specific chair. I gotta redo all my findings.
Just copy them over from PTU.
I never have successfully selected controls.
Oh, are you trying to do it in the menu? Is that what you mean?
Or do you mean just copy my user folder?
No, just delete user folder. You get a fresh one. Once you
Okay.
start running, it'll create a user folder. Then copy your exported folder, exported controls. Right, and then when you're in game, just bring up the press tilde to bring up the console. And it's pp_rebind keys, space, and then the name of the file, of the XML file.
Okay.
Because yeah, if I try and do it in the menu, it doesn't let me do it.
So do I have to copy it over from?
Yeah, so you've exported it from the old one?
I've probably not exported it, no.
You might still be able to get into PTU for the next few days. Or it might have a default one saved.
Flare
or something.
selected. Chaff selected.
No, PTU won't go.
Go to your user folder there so you can go and stay. You might have to look see what it's saved in the last one.
Status and PTU live user controls, no mappings.
Connection lost. Alright. That's fun. So I just alt tab out. Get some bindings.
Hang on, pup.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
landing gear on.
In.
Landing gear retracted.
It's not assigned by default on the X-52 profile.
it took a while to join you, but it's like there's one spot that's in the server that's like, let me in. How you going?
Yeah, where's Gus?
Motherfucker.
Sorry. You working at all?
Tomorrow night, then Sunday, Monday off.
I'll be around later tonight if you're around.
And yeah, I'll be around later tonight because I don't have work in the morning. And no racing on Sunday night, so.
Alright, folks. See you when I do.
That'll probably be why the server let me in and gave me your spot.
Oh, no, I said you were in just before I was still in there then.
Hi. Hey, buddy.
See you.
I have got no idea how to use this game.
Shields disabled.
Are you landed somewhere, or are you
Your
just
journey
flying
begins
around?
now. All systems operational.
All of the above. Trying to land. Trying to figure out what my keys to. Don't know how to contact Paul also.
F11 brings up your contacts, and so once your contacts is up, you should have two tabs. One of them will have Port Olisar. You'll have like your contacts list and then online or some shit like that. See, now I'm in. Yeah, so you got channels and you got contacts. So then in contacts you'll hit Port Olisar landing services. So I say once you land, because it'll register your ship as stored. I can invite your party and we can jump in the same server.
Weapon systems disabled.
Don't shut down your ship as you're trying to land.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational. Landing gear engaged. Automated landing engaged.
Okay, you automated landing engaged. Ah, right, so that's. I'm gonna have to label these things. That's ridiculous. Okay, 30 frames a second.
That's pretty good.
Landing complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Do you want to jump in the same server?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, hang on. Pretty sure I should have your contacts list.
Shields disabled.
Because when you change server, you'll have to wake up. That's why it's land first. Because why are you not?
I don't want to eject.
It's like I know for a fact that I have you on my contacts list. You aren't? No, not hailing. Right to party. So you should have a party thing pop up now, and then once the party thing's popped up, the next one will pop up should be party launch. So it'll offer to let you switch to my server.
Contacts, comlink, contacts.
Did you not have a pop up come up with the?
No, I didn't.
Okay, hang on. So it'll be if you're out of the menu, there'll be a thing pop up on your screen and the left square bracket to accept it. So invite sent.
Oh. Fuck, you gotta jump in that fast. You send it again for me? I was looking around for the left square bracket.
Let us know when you get it. Well, it's going now. That party system definitely needs some fucking improvements.
The last time I played this, we had to meet in the hangar before we could join together.
Yeah. No, you don't have to do that now.
Right, that didn't come up. This guy here called Laminade. Is that Llama?
No, Llama's playing our factor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a guy here called Laminade. I presume it's a guy, but good name. I like that.
Has the invite popped up on you?
No, it hasn't actually. Tell you what, I'm going to exit to main menu.
Yeah, yeah, definitely do, because it should still pop up out there.
Yeah. Contact list. Pillars is we're already in a party.
Well, okay, so you managed to accept it at some point.
Contact list. Yeah.
I tell you what, just in case my thing's full, I'll come out as well, and then when I join, you should get a.
I can join.
You can join. Okay.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Just if my server's full, because if we're in a party, it'll find a server that has 2 slots available.
Oh, cool.
So that's why if you couldn't join this one, it's no big deal. I could jump out and then jump into party, and it would offer you the party launch option again.
Yeah. Alright.
Hey, there you are. 500 meters away. Means you're on a different strat. Come over for a float. Yeah, if you stay on your strat, I'm gonna float over to you.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
Here he comes.
Hello.
Hello.
Don't go jumping off things, you do take fall damage. what are you rocking?
She's not much.
Oh, yeah, the
But where
Mustang.
it counts. Not in the pilot seat, that's for sure. Landing gear just popped down when I opened the door.
Yeah, there's a few glitches with ships. For me, it was the set on the pad.
Alright.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Okay,
Launch
ship
complete.
come out. Figure something out.
Why has my
They didn't tell me that bug's back. I thought they'd fixed that one.
door's just opened again?
Yeah, it was a bug that existed in 3.4. Didn't do it at all during the PTU testing for 3.5, so I thought they would have fixed it, but if your door's constantly opening, it's obviously a continuing bug. Watch you don't get splattered by the ring when it comes around.
I just figured out what button's been sending me back and forth.
Landing gear retracted.
Where's your ship?
Whoa, what the hell?
Is that me just moved that?
Yeah, but that's, for whatever reason, my throttle just decided, you know what? I know that you've just got out here, but you're now full bore throttle. I did not ask it to do that.
My door keeps opening and closing on its own. Alright, how do I get places and into atmospherics?
Apparently my strafe is no longer functioning. What the hell is going on? Is it... okay, hang on. I've got a throttle problem.
Yep. Nearly took my head off.
Okay, by default I was in... The hell? Okay, I think I might have just figured out what's going on here. Give me a moment. It's decided to bind my throttle as forwards and reverse, not like one direction and then I have a reverse button.
Yeah, I've just figured that out too. I got locked in reverse and kept on travelling backwards, couldn't figure it out.
And now my next problem is my axis is inverted. Oh, Jesus. I didn't have this problem when I did fresh controls in PTU. Controls. Flight movement. Smooth. Um, Alright, that was not the button I needed to reverse. HOTAS thrust invert. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, not apparently. What the fuck?
Do you know how to get rid of the chat overlay?
F12, I think.
F12. Ah, 'cause I couldn't see anything underneath that. Thank you.
This is not going well. Yep, and I can hear all the doors of my ship opening and closing.
Is that from me?
I don't know, did you get in my ship?
No, my ship's soaked, opening and closing on its own too.
Nah, they all do it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
How does map work? So right.
I think this is the worst problem I've had with controls the whole time this game's been out. Fuck's sake, am I gonna have to invert this on my joystick control? Here's my Rhino profile. actually operational things, and I had to do it out of game. Thanks, Dasses. Okay, what are you up to?
I have no idea. I've got a quantum drive accidentally spooled.
That's fine.
I have no idea to stop it. As it turns out, it's far easier to fly with a mouse than it is a joystick. Because my joystick's jittery as hell.
Apparently now I have no strafe buttons. This is awesome. This is going so well, Raymond.
Hey, your cockpit opened exactly the same time mine did.
Yeah, it's just a bug. It's a fucked bug, but it's a bug.
You're actually at the side of your craft by the looks of it. Did you get out?
Nope.
You are literally floating next to your ship and you're outside.
Well, I'm ended on my screen, and you're in yours on your screen, so let's go with my screen. See if I can't remember if locking the controls. Close exterior. Press to lock.
That's fairly demonic. Character's got red eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No legs.
Probably, yeah. Cool. So you're getting used to. You've got the throttle and no cockpit's. God damn it! The second the cockpit opens, it fucking stuffs my strafe. It's going to be useful in combat. So you've got your basic flight movement down pat, yeah?
Oh, yeah, give it to you. Give it to you. Haven't been
Cool.
anywhere
So
before, so I've never
if you want to go places, so let's go F2.
Yep.
And now you're in star map. If you double right click, you'll zoom all the way out to the system view.
Yep.
And you can see a highlight where we are. So we're sitting at Crusader. If you double click on Crusader, it should just take you to the planetary system rather than the full star system.
So double clicking out.
So double right click
Yep.
zooms you out to the full system.
Yep.
And so now you're looking at, so Stanton is the sun, then you have the planets, so you've got Hurston, Crusader, ArcCorp, and Microtech. If you click and left click and hold, you can drag the map around.
Okay, yep.
But because we're in a party, there should be a highlight sitting over top of Crusader. So if you mouse, yeah, it's quite small text, but it'll if you just look, like literally, there's a big highlighted icon over top of one of the planets.
Yep, is that us?
That's us. So if you hover the mouse over it and then mouse scroll in, you'll zoom down to Crusader. And if you double click on the planet when you're close enough to it, you actually get the view of the Crusader planetary system.
Right.
And then within there you can see the points of interest. So you've got comma rays, and so it should be 4 comma rays and 3 moons. So let's say Daymar, because it's on this side of the planet. Double click on Daymar, zoom down. And then you'll be able to see there'll be arrows on the surface, which is points of interest.
So, so I see this big white thing, big white icon. That must be us.
Yes. If you just
right,
like,
okay. Right, I have to zoom in. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so zoom in and then you'll start seeing Crusader. It's just because for whatever reason, because of the icon, if you can't just double click, it'll take you straight to us. But if you double click on the planet, once it's separated enough from the icon, it'll center on the Crusader planet, and you'll be able to see the rest of the planetary system.
Yeah, so there's...
Then let's go to Daymar. So if you double click on Daymar, you'll zoom down onto the Daymar moon. And then you can pick a point of interest there, or just, let's say, go to Daymar first, and so just go set route. Now we should have Daymar set up as a waypoint. and when you come back out, your quantum drive will be calibrating.
Is Daymar the stripy, reddishy white one?
No, that's Crusader. That's the planet.
Okay, so I can see the word Daymar, and I'm clicking on it.
Yeah, there'll be a little dot next to Daymar, which is the moon. Should be a little orange moon.
It literally disappears as I zoom in. So there's Port Arthur.
If you just like even from the system map, if you should be able to click on Daymar and hit set route. You don't have to double click and go all the way down to the moon view.
Well, I've got my HUD overlay sitting over the top, so I can't actually see it. How do you relax? It's so annoying.
If you've got something over the top, you might be zoomed in too far.
No, like my flight HUD is over the top.
Oh, you're trying to do it on the dash of your ship?
Yeah.
No, that's where you're running into problems. F2 takes you to the star map.
Okay, so F2 brings me
Yeah,
to
so if you...
my wrist projected hollow map.
Yeah, so double right click on it and you'll zoom out.
Yep.
You get the system view.
Mhm.
And same thing, so zoom down to Crusader. Double click on Crusader, you get the planetary system view. And if you have double clicked on Crusader, within that you should now see Cellin, Yella, Daymar, and 4 Comma rays and Port Olisar that are in orbit around Crusader.
Okay. So that must be. Oh right, so you got to click on the planet, not the text. But
Yeah, click on the planet itself.
Oh, you see the on my screen, the distance between the name and the planet is about 3 inches. So I'm clicking on it, and it's actually over there. All right, so it's selected. Yeah, set route.
So you set route to Daymar.
Yes, in navigation mode, I've got waypoint 1 now. I presume it's waypoint 1 now set to Daymar.
Yeah, so now if you just press F2 or F1 to exit back out.
Yep.
And
So I should have a waypoint 1 on my HUD somewhere.
yeah, so it'll just appear as a little arrow on your HUD. But if you can see the direction I'm pointing, if you happen to be facing towards me. Okay. You're kind of in the right direction. You just went past it. Go back to your right. There you go. That's basically the direction of Daymar. So when you're lined up with it,
I think so. Oh,
so your ship will start calibrating.
Yep.
And then when you're calibrating, you have to whatever button you've bound or the default to hit your quantum system. Yep, there you go. So you start spooling.
Yep, spooling.
And you've actually started to spool for both of us. So I'm spooled, and mine keeps you turning yours on and off or something because it's spooling and not spooling, spooling, not spooling. Ah, stop it. What the hell's going on?
Calibrate complete, spooling complete.
And then now hold your jump button.
Which is B.
Yep. And you will start to jump.
Quantum travel.
And you've started it for both of us. Here we go.
Right. This thing's glitchy as hell.
Yeah, it's not happy. I suspect there'll be a couple of updates in very short order because these are old bugs that they've fucking brought back in. Boom. Daymar.
Now what?
So now you can pick a place if you want to. If you say you're heading to the surface, if you just hit your quantum button again,
yeah,
you should now see a bunch of markers show up to places you can.
Oh.
Actually, you might have to fly a bit closer to the planet to get the ones that are actually on the planet. Yeah, fly a few k's closer to the planet. It's dropped you just out of range.
Oh yes, yeah.
See, like from where we are, there's 2 waypoints quite close together. There's the Shubin Mining Facility and the Eager Flats Aid Shelter.
Oh yeah, up the top.
Yep.
Yeah.
So aim for Shubin Mining. Spool. Calibrate. And then Here we go.
Quantum travel engaged.
Fucking hell. You got a bit, somehow you got 30 k's ahead of me. Yeah, now you just fly down to the surface.
Alright.
And start slowing down early, because even in that ship you'll potentially not be able to stop in time before you hit the surface. Like if you spot me or follow me, I'm heading towards are you heading towards Shubin, or did you go for the aid shelter?
God, yeah,
Hey, I'm just coming past you, so 20 k's ahead is Shubin mining facility. Sorry, we're coming at a nice shallow angle, so we're less likely to go slamming into the ground. This is just basic how to get around, mate. I mean, you'd normally, if you want something to do, either pick a task, like, go mining or something if you have a ship, or if you just want to do missions, take a mission. I know that. Tell me how far away it is, for fuck's sake. Must be getting close. Start slowing down. I don't know why, but since they switched the flight models, the atmospheric effects have like stopped. Now you might not have, because it's just a little outpost, you probably won't have auto land.
Landing gear engaged.
God damn. He's coming in. And to get down. Oh, he's coming in hot.
Complete.
Oh, that was rough.
Complete.
Do you just have strafe on buttons, do you?
Landing.
Yeah, it's just like, for me, with mine, it's just like tap, 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 tap. Don't hold it at all, because you'll go fucking hauling ass. You're on a pad, though.
I'm on a pad. Right, how do I get out of this thing again? F.
So with your keyboard and mouse, yeah, you hold F and then look to the side. Yeah. You like got out and fell to your knees. It's like, oh my god, that was the most horrible landing. But yeah,
Right,
on the
I'm
planet.
my feet. There you go, we're on a planet. That's Crusader over there, is it?
Yep. This is where everyone's been since this Crusader's been the only place we can go.
Alright.
Up until 3.3, there wasn't any other planet to go to. It was just locations around Crusader.
Alright, okay.
There's nothing in particular here. It was just a place for us to come to. But it's
Yeah.
like, oh, now you've quantumed and you know,
Well,
come down to the planet's surface, and
I think there's more asked that I managed to make it here. Oh, the key input and the input lag is horrible. It is so horrible.
so quite often you'd probably get sent here if you were to take a delivery mission. I'm not sure if you can do delivery missions in the Mustang.
Huh.
So you might have to talk to the administrator, or if you have a
Need
ship to
something?
do trading, you got the trading and
This
shipping
isn't the
console.
time.
Or there's the kiosk for yeah, pickup and delivery of drop-off missions. You got to say.
Something I can help you with.
Oh,
Probably
what's
not.
this thing?
I don't know. Same as any other day, I guess.
Boring cunt.
Yeah.
I can't talk right now.
Why? You don't exactly look off your feet, buddy. So it's not really much to it. There's possibly a few other buildings, but most of the time you get sent to a single. There's only one admin at the outposts usually.
Right.
If you do come to an outpost, you see the building in the distance with the blue light over it.
Yeah.
That usually indicates a ground vehicle spawn point.
Oh.
So if you own a ground vehicle, you can spawn them over there.
Oh, I've not done that before either.
Do you have a ground vehicle?
I probably don't.
I've got one if you want to muck around with it.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah, we'll go spawn it.
I haven't played this since probably about 1.6.
That's right. I think the last time I sat down with you to play this, we was trying Arena Commander,
Yeah, that's right. It
and you
was,
kept crashing out.
we were playing. It was Yumi, Gem, and
Rods.
Rods. Yeah, yeah.
So on something like this, that's usually a single command. You can just press F and it will launch it, rather than having to hold F and select the command.
Yeah.
So, Tumbril, Cyclone, Tree.
I don't know why the walking is so slow. And the running is so intermittent.
You're in here. So turn around, wait for you. You're sitting just in my view.
Oh wow. It's a neat little ride.
I'm just going to do the dishes,
Mm.
but afterwards, come out to me on me in the food.
Yep.
And I'm just going to see Laura's.
Driver side on this side, man. Jump in.
Oh, I'll let you drive.
Don't got any keys bound for it at the moment. Can I do it off my keyboard?
Somebody made an F1 1988 like full season mod for all the tracks in the car. It's amazing. I love the 88 version of Spa. It's so there's no runoffs or anything, and the V12 sounds so good. Those pathetic things they drive now.
Can't remember what the lights are.
Hey.
Oh, there you go. T.
Oh wow. You're flying around.
Yeah, I know. It happens. That especially sucks when you go over a ridge and you're like, you can see the rock coming, but you're in midair and definitely can't do anything about it.
Wow.
Oh, like that. There was an event some guys started, which is run on this moon. They basically did like a Paris-Dakar rally.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they did it between all of the different outposts, so it's hundreds of kilometers per leg. And it's quite keen to actually do it one time, but not until they get wheel support in, because trying to drive this thing with mouse and keyboard is difficult. Trying to drive it with joysticks even harder. Jump in, never drive.
Ah, it's alright. It's kind of fun though.
This is just the base one, but in the if you get the military one in the back here, you get a standing turret.
Yeah.
So at the moment it's just a little cargo ramp. But in the other one, yeah, you basically stand here with a turret stuck out the front. It's one of those things. I just hope that they've stopped fucking. I think they have now stopped like going. Oh, we're going to put this in. We're going to put this in. It's like, can you just start putting shit in?
Oh, the sun's coming up. Oh, that's right. The planets actually rotate.
Yeah. Sweet, stored my ship. I was wondering whether it would store or whether it would But yeah, so depending on where you are, depends on the amount of atmosphere and stuff as well. Like I think here it's about 10, 15 k's off the surface. That when you leave the planet, you've got to get up, or maybe it's 20, to get out of atmosphere and be able to quantum drive. But if you go to Hurston, which is a big planet, it's actually 100 k's up.
Oh, right, wow. Tap 19 to toggle spooling. What's button 19? No idea.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Wow, my Z rotation on this joystick is sketchy as hell. So there's a couple of icons I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
And so on the main HUD bottom right, one looks like a radar, and the other one looks like a chain link that broken.
Wait, on which interface, sorry?
On the main HUD, on the flight HUD.
Ah, yeah. I'm not sure. I think most of them are like G-safe and stuff like that. Like, whoa, why am I nose down? So like, you've got landing gear, which is the second one in from the right. Once you put your landing gear out, that should bugger off.
retracted.
Damn, that's a good looking ship you got. That's very good.
The one on the right that looks like a radar might be G-safe. So you're in G-safe mode until you either turn it off or you do something that like hit the space brake, it'll disable, or if you thruster, it'll disable G-safe. And if you afterburn, sorry. What I'm guessing is a Q on the right. I'm not sure. It's probably quantum fuel or something like that, because it's next to a percentage number.
Yeah, now on the other side, I've got, yeah, it looks like a chain link that's broken.
So you're talking like on the bottom of the of the main flight HUD, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Bottom right. So for me, like from the left, I've got a Q, a percentage number,
Yeah.
then,
Fire.
well, for me it's a fireball, or if you switch, because that's your countermeasure, then the number of those, then a G meter,
Yep.
and then I've got nothing until the radar icon on the right, which, like I said, I'm pretty sure is the G-safe icon.
Yep. Well, it's another button that I can actually push a button that toggles this thing on and off. It is a, I don't know if it's an afterburner button or what.
You might be coupled mode. You'll be making it decoupled.
Right, okay.
So decoupled is like, if you're in space, especially, you'll fly with Newtonian physics.
Right.
So if you thrust forward and then kill your thrusters, you should maintain your forward momentum. And then you could say rotate your ship around, and you'd still maintain that same direction. Whereas in coupled mode, you fly like you're in atmospheric flight, so your ship will use boosters and stuff to try and maintain like atmospheric flight type characteristics in space. I would suggest that you want to make sure you're coupled at all times. Decoupled will fuck you unless you specifically know about and get used to flying with it. I've accidentally decoupled my ship a few times and it never ended well. Because I'm like, okay, now I'm going to turn around and go the other way. Why am I not going the other way? Oh my god, I'm going to hit something.
Alright, so should we get out of the atmosphere or should we go flying along the ground?
That's up to you. So I think the way they've got it at the moment is you're speed limited by the atmosphere, so at the top right of your flight HUD you've got the terminal velocity. That's your maximum speed at the atmospheric pressure you're in. So like in this ship I'm running like 280-ish atmospheric pressure, but the actual top speed of this ship is 1200 meters a second, so that'll increase as you get out of atmosphere. That's how you slow down. I do like your deceleration technique. Just pull up hard until it stops. Yep, so you want to get to yellow, you just... I think if you set your destination from here to go to yellow, it will actually give you an orbital marker as well. Or maybe not. Maybe we can just go straight. It's... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Now, see, it's obscured by the planet, so you might want to clear. I think you might need to clear out for now, get out of atmosphere, then set it, because it'll find an orbital marker for you to get around this planet. And you should be able to tell when you're out of orbit because your flight angle on your flight HUD will disappear once you leave the atmosphere. Altitude 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. 30 k's. So once you hit an altitude of 30 k's, you leave the atmosphere. Oh, looks like we're just clear of the planet to get to yellow from here.
Lost yellow. Where'd it go?
Oh, looks like I'm getting intercepted. Yep. Contacts. Clear the route.
Trap selected. Flare selected.
Oh, jeez, now how do I select contacts?
Why is my targeting not targeting? There we go.
There you are, okay.
I got dragged into combat.
30 odd k's away from me.
Oh, okay.
Drove these cars for 70 laps.
Well, I got destroyed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, myself and the AI played chicken, and neither of us gave way. It's just like, wait, is that guy still coming towards me? He is coming towards me. Doof. Whoops. Oh, I'm going to put a claim in for my ships and go spend some time with the missus before she gets angry with me.
Fair enough. Alright, guys. Oh, what do I do with this thing? I can't just exit, can I?
So, if you exit, when you come back in, you'll have to do a claim on your ship. Otherwise, you have to go to a landing zone and land. So you have to go back to Port Olisar or another major landing zone like Levski. Because your ship will be stored wherever you land. But you will always wake up at the last major landing zone you landed on. But it should only be a few minutes to claim your ship when you come in, and you can pay a small expedited fee to claim it faster. You want to either go Crusader to go to Port Olisar, or go to Delamar, which is quite close to Crusader, to go to Levski. If you try and go to Hurston, I'm not sure that your ship will make it in one tank of fuel, and it'll take you about 10-15 minutes. So you most likely want to come back to Port Olisar. So same thing, if you go to your star map and you find Crusader, Port Olisar's orbiting Crusader itself.
On an inner ring?
Yeah, like around the planet itself, not around one of the moons.
So do you go to, oh, yeah, okay. This is a really unintuitive map.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I'm looking across the bloody galaxy, that's why.
No, you've got it on a flat plane, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That won't make it easy.
There, I want to sit
Anyway, I gotta get going. I'll catch you later.
See you, bud.
See ya.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel cancelled. Contact. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Weapon systems disabled.
I managed to land without my landing gear out. Very nice, fix that.
systems operational. Hydrogen fuel 75%. Landing gear engaged. Landing complete.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Let's get back in.
Shields disabled.
I have to get back in and put the landing gear down. Otherwise it didn't count as a land. So when the missus asks, what did you do today? Well, I traversed part of the galaxy, landed on a foreign planet, and came back.
Yeah.